Have you ever cheated on any exams in school?
I used to cheat on my spelling test. Not every time, but sometimes. Sometimes if I felt,
I'm asking to spell a word after this. Go ahead.
I'm just like, don't ask me. I'm gonna spell something completely wrong, and I ain't got no shame because everybody make mistakes. But I used to cheat on my English test sometimes. Sometimes if I was feeling lazy and I really didn't want to study, I tried not to, but sometimes I did. So what I would do is I would get like I would literally cut a little square out of my notebook and I would write real small with this thin, like my pen, I would write real small and I would put, like I think the test was like 25 words. So sometimes I wouldn't even do all 25. I would do like 10 words, 15 words, but I got caught because back when I was in high school, we used to wear sweatbands. It was cool. Jay-Z wore sweatbands. We used to wear headbands. So in my sweatband, I would cut this little piece of paper. I would write a bunch of words in it, and then I'll put it in my wristband. So I would literally be taking the test, and I would just move it, and then I would have like the 10 words, and then I would just write them down. Boom, boom, all 10 or however many. You know what I mean? I would fold it. I would slide it out while I'm taking the test, and then I would write them on my test. But I got caught by my parents. My dad actually came to the room. He said, son, your mother seen your cheat sheet in the laundry. You cannot be cheating on your English exams. Please don't do that again. I get it. Just don't let your mother catch you. Do whatever the fuck you want. Just don't let your mother catch you. And don't let the teacher catch you. Because if so, I'm going to have to whoop your ass. And I was like, Dad, I understand. And so, yeah, I used to cheat on my English exams. Sometimes.
Sounds very Billy.
Shout out to my parents.
Yep. Does your mom know that part of it?
Probably not.
No,
I think my dad was supposed to whoop my ass, but you know.
Wow, that's kind of nuts. I was gonna ask, did you ever get caught? So you never got caught by a teacher?
I never got caught by a teacher.
Yeah. Okay, well, I personally have never cheated, but nothing to that caliber that's like interesting, worth telling. But while I was in college, to y'all better look at them academic policies. They do not play. So basically, the girl who sat next to me, she was cool. She was cool. We talked here and there. We shared notes all the time, things like that. It was for A&P, Anatomy and Physiology, and I felt like I always did well in that class. So she sat next to me, and that girl was not doing well, to say the least. But again, we shared notes regardless. We shared notes, and I remember my professor at the time, he would go over the exam right before we took the exam. So he would go over the questions, and then again, not in any order or anything, sometimes in the order. He would go over them, and then we would take the exam. This girl would record him going over the exam and replay and have it. And then when we took the exam, she would put her AirPod in and listen to it as she was taking the exam. I always peeped that shit was loud, but I'm not gonna say nothing because you think you slick. Go crazy. I'm not getting no business. So anyway, it was always loud, and I was like, that girl is she bold. She bold. Get it how you live it. I'm not risking it. So it was loud. He knows because I told him about this shit. But yeah, so I think it was like one of our last exams, mind you. He had written a recommendation for her to get into the nursing program. And so she finished the test, she finished the exam. It was like the final or whatever. I can't remember where it was.
I think it was the second to the last. Right?
Yeah, second to last.
Because she cheated, and then I think she told her after that, and then the final, that's when he told her to move her hair or whatever.
Yes. God damn. Second to the last exam. And basically one of the students, she walked out. She left after she finished the exam. She walked out. And one of the students, I was still taking my exam. I take my time. I'm gonna get it done on my own time. But anyway, one of the students told him in front of the rest of us, it was like maybe 5 students left, in front of the rest of us, I'm always hearing an audio playing during the exam, and I think it's her, the one who sits behind me. And I was like, oh shit.
Question. The girl that was cheating was what race?
Her name was Brenda. Sorry, Brenda. Sorry to put you out there. I think she was Hispanic. I think she was Latina.
And the woman who told? Caucasian is the nice word.
White. She was white. She was palm colored. Yeah, she was white. It was, yeah. So she told him, and he was like, really? I never hear it. I didn't know that. I will listen out for it next time. Come the second exam, same thing happens. He goes over the exam. He goes over it, and then we start taking the exam. This nigga is listening. And maybe that's on me. I should have told Brenda that.
It's not on you. You did the right thing.
Right? I minded my business. I mind my business. So yeah. So the exam is happening, and I hear the audio of it.
That's crazy that it was playing that loud.
It was loud. It was loud. She's ridiculous. She needs to get her ears checked because it was ridiculously loud. Like, it was in her AirPod, and mind you, we're sitting like a little farther than this, of course, but either way, I could hear it, and her hair was covering it, but you could still hear it. But anyway, so he says, "Who's playing that? I can hear it." And you can see her, she's with her Apple Watch, like trying to like stop the recording, and he points to her like, "Brenda, let me see." Look, he walks over to us. He's like, "Brenda, move your hair back. Let me see your ears." And he's like, "Why do you have that in your ear?" And she said something along the lines of, "Oh, I always have it in my ear." He's like, "No, you're cheating on my test." Snatches the exam, tells her, "Yeah, you're done. Get out. You can't finish the exam. I'll be taking this to the board." I was like, the whole class, mind you, we had just started the fucking exam. Like, she needed help that bad. She didn't even try and start the exam by herself. She literally started from
that shit all year.
Yeah. And I think she was like at C average at that point. Like, you cheated and only got a C. Cheat better. If you're gonna cheat better. And she got caught, and I don't know where it went with it, but he gave us a long lecture on, I'll never be going over any exams ever again. You guys are ungrateful. The fact that she cheated, I wrote her a recommendation. I'll definitely be writing them and telling them she doesn't deserve it. That's why she had to take this class twice. He aired her shit out.
Damn.
He aired her shit out. Moral of the story,
fucked it
don't
up for
cheat.
everybody.
Oh yeah, for
comes
sure.
After y'all,
Yeah,
it was the end of y'all year, but
so he was like, I'll never go over an exam again. I was like,
he probably was hurt too. I felt bad for the teacher.
I know he was upset. He was like, I really be feeling. I can imagine he thought he was doing us a one up, like going over the exam, like just in case we didn't understand what was happening. Like any questions we had, we were able to ask questions.
Take that class now. I bet you that shit was crazy.
A whole different vibe. He hates everybody. He trusts no one,
and nobody's getting no recommendations.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I never saw Brenda again. So but again, so it was the end of the year. So it could be she got kicked out. Could be, I don't know. But moral of the story: don't cheat, y'all. It's not good, and you will get caught. Peace, love, and Pan-Africanism.
Hey, peace.